A lot of y'all just go on and clown him for wanting to be an adult, I guess. And now I'm gonna clown him for doing, the disingenuous stuff, like trying to act like he's the biggest Frank Ocean fan ever.
On my face when we run in your place and we need every combination to this.
One function of the brain is to transform. It's to transform. Oh, bad. Hold on.
Yo, so Kai's getting some ridiculous slander right now in the media. We all know TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, they're going crazy talking about this nigga and his arc about bettering himself. And a lot of people are saying, yo, this is just him being performative. He's just trying to, relate to people. And I think it's bigger than just that. I don't think him trying to better himself or, learning how to read and speak better is corny or performative at all. I feel like the way he's going about it feels wrong. It feels like he's trying to make it seem more of a bigger thing than it really is. It's really by the way he's trying to go about it and the way he's documenting his, progress. See, the way he's doing it, it definitely seems like he's trying to make it into, some sort of documentary when he becomes, that big fashion mogul icon that he thinks he will be, and he probably will. Performative, he's trying to relate to people, or at least relate to the grind that we've seen, especially you can really, portray it as kind of a parody to the way Kanye has been shown in the media. And him being so loud about his, love for anime recently and tweeting out all this stuff about it. It just, it doesn't seem like him, because we've seen Kai in the past talk about anime. He's called invincible in anime. We know that's not anime. He claimed to have watched One Piece. He didn't know Luffy's name.
You watch One Piece?
Yeah.
You don't.
It's too long though, bro.
Nigga, what last episode you was on?
Like 100 and...
What?
I'm being honest.
Okay, name 3 characters.
Luffy. Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding?
Man, what's Luffy?
It's just things like that. And there's also more things that go along with it. Even in his videos on his new account, we've seen him working out to Frank Ocean in a all black fit with a COVID mask on. And it's like, what's the point of that? You feel me? That's not just a normal I work out video. It seems like something you would see in a documentary or a movie. You feel me? And even his Frank reaction, the one where he's in the hoodie and he's thinking and he's like, oh, this is my favorite one, or my favorite part, and he's obviously reading off the screen. He's obviously reading off the screen to try and get the lyrics right, and he still messes the lyrics up.
This is my favorite part.
I'm sure we're taller, another dimension. You say we're smaller.
No.
And that's why people, at least to my understanding, why people feel like he's just doing this to get attention. He's just doing it so people can be like, oh, I've done that before. Kai's so real. It just comes off extremely disingenuous. And sadly to me, that's what Kai has shown me for the past couple of years. See, I've seen Kai try to adopt, little things in his personality and, add it to himself and make it seem like people can relate to him. Like the whole thing where the guy interviewed him and he was talking about Coldplay and he was like, oh yeah, the song that describes my fit is La Vida by Cosplay. And
Yo, if you can describe your outfit with a song, what would it be? Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie.
You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Coldplay.
Oh, Coldplay.
Yeah. I just got there with them. They got some shit.
Obviously he didn't say Coldplay. And so that just made it seem like he didn't know what he was talking about. And then there's the whole Cardi thing where he didn't know the words to, I forget what Cardi song it was. Know it. And then there was a GQ interview with all of AMP. And they were talking about their essentials that they bring everywhere. And Kai Cenat pulled out 3 Beyblades, put down Pegasus, said, yeah, I just really like Beyblades, I keep them everywhere. And he put down Pegasus and he grabbed, I think it was Gravity Destroyer, and Twisted Tempo. And he literally goes, oh, Gravity Destroyer, Twisted Tempo.
I'm not gonna lie, Beyblades. Recently I've been getting into Beyblades. I'm trying to collect a lot of them. Gravity Destroyer, Twisted Tempo, and Pegasus. I got this one stolen when I was a kid. So you go everywhere with this and stuff?
Just in case a nigga challenge you.
Yeah, I just gotta have it in a pocket ready.
Alright, bro.
Damn.
He doesn't do some of these things, but he tries to portray himself like he does. And that's what's so confusing to me, because Kai's a really cool person. Like, I used to watch Kai a lot when I watched AMP back in like 2022, 2021, 2022. That's when I really watched them. But for me, I like Kai as a person. I don't like Kai when he tries to, you know, be somebody else. And it's really annoying because the internet nowadays is, you can get made fun of for doing anything. A guy will try and read and, you know, test himself by reading out loud. And when you read out loud, it's better than just reading in your head. Because when you read out loud, you can really, you know, realize where you can mess up on words. But people don't know that because people don't read. So people are making fun of Kai for reading when they themselves don't read. So it just doesn't even make sense to me for why you're making fun of him. Now, I don't, you know, make fun of him for reading. I'm making fun of him for recording it and, you know, putting his phone up to the screen like, oh, I just beat the timer, let me finish this out, when he's not comprehending what he's reading. My theory about Kai is that he's just finding himself way later than the rest of us. I'm 4 years younger than Kai, and I feel like I've already found more of myself than he has found of himself, because I've already done some of these arcs that he's gone on. I've done the anime arc already. I've read some, not as much as I should, but I've read some. I feel like I'm very articulate as a person. It's just Kai came up making YouTube videos and content, and he was that guy from New York that was short, but he was mad loud and he was mad funny, and he made so much money off that he didn't have to be anybody else. And at some point he realized, I can't be this person because I don't want to just be this person. I want to be more than this. And that clicked, and then he started this arc. Some personal things probably happened in his life that made him realize that. And that's when he decided, I want to speak better. I don't want to be stuttering on the internet. I don't want to be not being able to read a passage on the internet. I want to be someone that is intelligent and can articulate themselves. And I want something more than just this Twitch stream. I want to be able to make clothes no matter what anyone says. Because people have been clowning Kai for his old fits, but those fits are from 2-3 years ago, and niggas change. You feel me? So it's like, to me at least, I really don't enjoy the public bashing of a black man trying to, you know, increase his education and increase who he is as a person and go beyond of his public image of the guy that gets on stream and is loud and obnoxious and does crazy things and gets flamethrowers and yells all the time. He doesn't want to be that. He doesn't have to be that. And a lot of y'all just go on and clown him for wanting to be an adult, I guess. And now I'm gonna clown him for doing, you know, the disingenuous stuff, like trying to act like he's the biggest Frank Ocean fan ever. But if he wants to be a Frank Ocean fan, we can't stop him. If he wants to record himself on his 3DS, we can't stop him. But it's just, he obviously does things to get an image. Whether that image is accepted or not is not in his control. I just want Kai to be Kai. I want Kai to be Kai. I want him to achieve his goals. I want him to be, I hope Vivette is huge. Because I'm not going to buy any of this shit. I'm broke. So I really hope he does, you know, get all his stuff together. I don't like the hate on the internet. I do think some of the memes are funny though. That's just funny as hell. But yeah, you know, not really the type of video I usually make, but I wanted to talk about it. Well, until next time, peace and love.